Hello and welcome to Cinema Hero. The MCU is expanding to Disney Plus, and I'm personally super happy about that. I'm super excited for every single one of the shows they've announced, and I even have some ideas of shows they could announce in the future. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. The first series I thought of was Ghost Rider, and I really feel like he'd be better in a mini-series format than in a full movie. And with Blade and Moon Knight coming to the MCU, it really seems like they're going with a Midnight Suns or Marvel Knights approach, and Ghost Rider is a prominent member of both of those teams. I know that Ghost Rider appeared in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I would want a reboot, and I don't see that being too big of a problem since we've been told that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't official canon in the MCU. And I see this as a definite possibility since there have been rumors of it coming soon and starring Keanu Reeves. And to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of all these Keanu Reeves MCU fan castings, but if he had to be one character in the MCU, I would probably choose Ghost Rider. And the last thing I wanted to point out is that the book in WandaVision is believed to be the Darkhold, which could bring even more supernatural characters to the MCU, like Blade and Ghost Rider, which could make this even more of a possibility. The next idea for a series I had was Heroes for Hire, starring Luke Cage and Iron Fist. And this could be a soft reboot from the Netflix universe. Mainly the only thing changing would be Iron Fist. I really don't like the Netflix Iron Fist. And there has been rumors of Charlie Cox reprising his role as Matt Murdock in Spider-Man 3, and Jessica Jones could very well appear in the She-Hulk series. So the Netflix Pocket Universe could be merging with the main continuity MCU. Hopefully, Iron Fist won't. I really don't like the Netflix Iron Fist. I just listed the ways that Daredevil and Jessica Jones could be introduced to the MCU, and I feel like this would be a great way to introduce Luke Cage and Iron Fist to the MCU. This could also introduce a whole new tone to Marvel with the grittiness of the Defenders, along with the light and airy comedy of the MCU. The next one I thought of was a solo series for an X-Men character. And we've been told that the X-Men will be introduced individually until an eventual X-Men movie, and I took that as they will be introduced individually throughout Phase 4 projects, but they won't get their own movie or anything. But I thought that one, specifically Wolverine, could be popular enough for their own spin-off series on Disney+. Wolverine is really the best character for this format, because he doesn't really rely on the X-Men to tell a good story. In fact, he has some great stories from before he was even a member of the X-Men. And I feel like a Wolverine solo series could be a great segue into an X-Men movie. The next one I thought of is actually in discussion at Marvel, and that is an X-Files style Jimmy Woo series. And I'd be super excited for this because it can introduce so many new characters from the comics, and it doesn't even necessarily have to star Jimmy Woo, although that is the preference right now, along with Darcy Lewis and Monica Rambeau. And some people are saying that this would be an Agents of Atlas show, which would mean that Shang-Chi would also have a big presence in the series. And overall, I'd be super down for this and excited, and it seems like a high possibility. The fifth series I thought of was a Squirrel Girl series, and to be honest, I even see her making an appearance in the Miss Marvel series. And with the High Evolutionary being suspected as the main villain of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I see this as a definite possibility. To be honest with you, Squirrel Girl isn't my favorite Marvel character, but I really do feel like she fits the Disney Plus format. And with Squirrel Girl only being a teenager, she could very well be part of the Young Avengers in the MCU, which actually makes this series more likely since it seems like the Young Avengers are being set up. Which brings me to my next series, The Young Avengers, which is highly likely since we're seeing Young Avengers characters come into the MCU, like Billy and Tommy, or Wiccan and Speed from WandaVision, Kate Bishop, who will appear in Hawkeye, America Chavez, who will appear in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Patriot, who could appear in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Cassie Lang, or Stature, who will be appearing in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And also some other young existing MCU characters could be on this roster. And not to mention, King the Conqueror will be appearing in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So overall, this is an extremely high possibility. The last one I thought of that I wanted to talk about was a Spider-Woman series. And out of all the ones that I talked about today, I think this is the least likely to happen. If it did, I would be super excited for it, but at least right now, I don't think it'll be coming for a long time, if ever. But if Spider-Woman did ever come to the MCU, I think that Disney Plus would be the best bet for her. Those were my ideas for a Marvel Disney Plus series. I hope you enjoyed. And just a reminder that I am still doing the Marvel Fan Film Cinematic Universe, or the MCU for short. And my channel is still super small, and I wanted it to grow to have more people know about the universe and raise money for the budget of the movies. So if you'd be interested in seeing the movies, or if you know someone who'd be interested, go tell your friends and family about it. And yeah, thank you for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.